Hello, Burton Cummings Theater. Yes. It's a good-looking crowd. You guys are all keepers. I know because I saw them. They sent the rejects to the Randy Bachman Theater. Oh, yes. We were talking about love languages, you know. It's very fancy now. They got acts of service and words of affirmation. Like, you need a translator. Like, I can't say my love language is just buying stuff. So how do I say that? Like, do I love you? Read the card. I bought it. And I signed from Jeremy at the bottom, so technically all the words above it are mine. Yeah, as guys, we're conditioned to buy things for love. That's why Valentine's Day is a $20 billion industry. I think Valentine's Day is for new relationships because it takes some of the spice out of it when you're taking your special lady out in the town and it's all coming out of a joint checkings account. And she's the only one with a full-time job. Puts a lot of pressure on you to say those 3 magic words. What's your PIN? Yeah, I think flowers are for Valentine's Day. Now, you might see a guy with flowers when it isn't Valentine's Day, but I can assure you, those aren't roses. Those are oops-a-daisies. And you gotta be careful with flowers. Flowers is a dangerous game because your special someone has a specific type of flower, but it's some crazy Latin word that you didn't write down, and now you're looking like an idiot in front of a florist. Yeah, could I get a dozen carcinogens, please? Oh no, you don't got those. What about like 12 areolas? Forget it, I thought that you wanted chrysanthemum bumps. Excuse me, are you trying to say chrysanthemums? No, I'm not. That doesn't sound like a flower, that sounds like a venereal disease. Oh my God, he gave you chrysanthemums? Don't worry, they'll clear up in about a week, just don't give them any water. Yeah, Valentine's Day's in February. That's the shortest, darkest, and coldest month of the year. That's not a time to celebrate love. Well, I actually did the research and found out we do it when we do because St. Valentine was a Catholic priest that was beaten to death with clubs and beheaded on February 14th. I think it sums it up nicely. Ever try to make plans on Valentine's Day? It's an emotional clubbing and a financial beheading. A lot of our traditions stem from that incident. Like the act of giving Valentine stemmed from when Valentine was jailed awaiting execution. He befriended his jailer's daughter and would sign her a little note signed, "Your Valentine." Which, I mean, what's more romantic than that? An underage girl pen-paling a convicted felon. Yeah, maybe St. Valentine's wasn't persecuted for his religion. Maybe he was prosecuted for being a pervert. I mean, it checks out, he was Catholic. That's a history and current events joke. There's Valentine's traditions all over the world. In Italy, the men give women little keys to symbolize the unlocking of their heart. And I think that tradition is just kind of confusing because now you see a guy with a big keychain, you're like, is that a Casanova or a high school janitor? Jingle jangle. And in Wales, they have a tradition where men give the ladies wooden spoons, which I think is the classiest way of saying, I want to spank you. Spaghetti night just got saucier. I don't think our North American traditions are any better. Has anybody else been sucked into heart-shaped pizza before? Oh, that's a treat, right? That's what everyone wanted. 30% less cheese and toppings and 40% more crust. Who started that tradition? The pizza mafia? Yeah, I don't even know why we use that heart shape, that cartoon heart, the double-breasted heart. Your heart looks nothing like that. If it does, you're in serious trouble. Yeah, I looked up online why we use that shape. It turns out we use that shape because it resembles parts of the female anatomy, in particular, a vulva. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not a car guy. I think my biggest problem with Valentine's Day is that it isolates and shames single people. So I'm proposing we make some changes and make it more modern, more inclusive. So I propose that we turn into like a Halloween part 2. So all the single people get dressed up in costume and go out on the town and go party hard. And then all the people in relationships just stay at home and live with the decisions they've made. And I think the whole thing will come full circle. You realize this is a better way to do it on February 15th. Now single people and people in relationships both have something to talk about. Like single guy, how was my Valentine's Day? Amazing. I spent the whole night dancing with sexy frontline workers. You know, how was your Valentine's Day? Guy in relationship? Oh, pretty rough. Stayed in with the wife, got in a huge fight. I don't know what the problem was. You know, I got her flowers. I thought she loved chlamydias. Yeah, thank you, Winnipeg. This is my time. Enjoy the rest of your show.